Hello and welcome to the Global AI Notes. Hello and welcome. My name is Alex. I'm Microsoft AI MVP here from Germany, and we welcome Sushil. He is analyst and full stack lead at Tata Consultancy Services from Dallas, Texas, United States. And he will talk about AI and workflows today. And the stage is yours. Please welcome, and we're looking forward to your talk.
Sure. Uh, Thanks, Alex. Hi, I'm Sushil, and I just want to give a small introduction. So, I'm Sushil Prabhakaran. I have over 19 years of experience in the IT industry. I hold the position of a senior member of IEEE, and I'm certified as an AI Azure engineer, AWS developer, and a Scrum Master. My academic background includes a Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University. Currently, I'm employed at Tata Consultancy Services. So I basically specialize on AI engineering, cloud technology, software architectures, and automation. My professional experience spans across various sectors that includes banking, healthcare, and retail domains. So the numerous projects that I have worked with, I have made sure that I implemented as many AI methodologies as I can, and also the cloud technologies to optimize the outcomes. Additionally, I have authored like about four to scholarly articles that has been published in various journals, and one of which is titled as "Advanced Military Operations Through Cloud AI Infusion," which is a comprehensive study of the workflow orchestration defense. So that is the thing that I'm going to give a presentation now. So let me go there. Awesome. So, as you see on my first slide, my topic is the multi-digital transformation, which accelerates the strategic advantage. So here we basically talk about how the integration of AI and cloud computing and the smart workflows has been reshaping the military operations and enabling them a significant leap towards the much strategic capabilities. And this presentation also, I would like to explore how the transformative impact has been on these technologies, showcasing that they are enhancing operational efficiency, a much good decision making, and driving a new era of all the military operations. So for the cloud AI convergence, as we know, it's a kind of a revolution in most of the situational awareness. So we kind of split them into two sections. First one is the real-time intelligence, and the second one is the predictive analysis. So going to the real-time intelligence. So the intelligence, what happens is like most of the cloud-based platforms, they kind of enable the collection of a vast amount of data from different sources, including the sensor networks, the social media, and all the satellites. So they kind of provide an situational awareness, allowing commanders and high-ranked officers to make more informed decisions much quicker and a faster rate. The second one will be the predictive analysis. So there are way too many models and AI algorithms that kind of analyze real-time intelligence and the historical data to predict future events and even potential threats. That kind of enables proactive strategies, thereby reducing any kind of surprise attacks. So that's more like the algorithms kind of help the commanders in a much effective way. And it also helps in enabling more effective deployment of resources. Like, for example, it uses resources at the right time rather than utilizing it at unwanted situations, thereby reducing the cost to a much greater level. So this global A deployment, I could say it's a multi-domain transformation. So it has had its impact on the space operations, the air power, and the cyber defense. So with respect to the space operations, so all the AI-powered satellites, they kind of have a real-time imagery and data analysis that enables the enhanced reconnaissance and proper targeting that improves communication networks. So in that way, they're able to have a communication set across all bases and covers the defense. And the second one is the air power. So as we know, we have latest much equipped drones, so that has algorithms that delivers precision strikes and operates on complex environment with very minimal human intervention. So that's a plus. The next one is the cyber defense. So in the cyber defense, we see like these days there are way too many cyber attacks that happens. So these AI powered systems, they not only detect, but they also act immediately on what to do. They block those cyber related attacks, and then they are more. So these kind of securities, they are much crucial in the modern battlefield field, where cyber warfare is a growing threat. So they not only detect, but they also block and inform the corresponding team to say that this is a kind of a threat and we need to act accordingly. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So next, I would say, what is the workflow orchestration that streamlines the military operation? So again, they have into three parts. The first one is automated task management. So these AI-powered workflows, they have automated most of the routine tasks, thus freeing up the manual intervention for all kinds of strategic responsibilities. So this streamlining of operations kind of increases the efficiency, the improves the overall productivity, and reduces the human error. So that's the advantage of the automated task management. Next one is the real-time resource allocation. As I said earlier, we have some algorithms that has analyzed data, so they carefully utilize the resources based on the necessity. So they kind of optimize the allocation of personnel, the equipments, and all the supplies in real time. So this dynamic resource management ensures efficient deployment and can also reduce the space, thus thereby reducing the cost to a much greater level. The next one I would say is the enhanced logistics. So in terms of the logistics perspective, so they have an optimized supply chain operations that make sure the timely delivery of all the goods and materials to military units in the field. This in turn improves the logistics efficiency and also reduces the risks of all kinds of logistical bottlenecks. Next, we move on to the AI-powered simulations, which I would say is basically much helpful in transforming the military training. So, the first one we see is immersive training. So here, like we have a lot of simulations that actually kind of creates a realistic environment that allowing the soldiers to experience those situations rather than going experiencing the actual battlefield. So once they kind of experience, they develop all those critical skills in a safe and a controlled setting. The next one is adaptive training. So the AI algorithms kind of adjust training scenarios in real time based on individual performance. So they are like, I would say, like based on individual's capability, they have a personalized training program for each individuals. So in that way, they know which individual needs to work on what kind of skills. So that way, it has a most advanced, specialized AI training for respective individuals, and that optimizes the learning outcomes and maximizes the individual potential. Next one I would talk about is the enhanced readiness. So the AI powered simulations, they since they all have the simulations ready in place, it actually accelerates the training process that enables soldiers to kind of refine their skills more quickly, and as a result, they have their own readiness and operational effectiveness at the best. Next one I would talk about is the data security and the ethical frameworks. So although these combine, they kind of ensure the responsible AI deployment. First one I would say is the data encryption. As we know, always data comes first. So in terms of how the data is properly secured and not leaked. Second one is the access control. So access control being designated for which person is going to use the controls. So it kind of maintains the framework so that the access is not being given to all kind of individuals. Rather, it is more delegated to corresponding authorities. Next is the threat monitoring, as we discussed earlier. Any kind of threats, either through online or through the actual battlefield, it kind of has its own AI deployment. And then we move on to the next one is the auditing and the compliance. So all the AI, it has the data of completely making sure the audit and the compliance are as per the guidelines which they follow. And most importantly, the last is the ethical guidelines. So they need to make sure they follow a proper workflow, ethical workflow, so that it has been directed correctly and not being misused. So the deployment of AI in this military operations definitely raises important ethical considerations. So it is crucial to establish all the rules and guidelines for the development, deployment, and the use of AI systems, ensuring that they are used correctly and ethically. So there are like way too many case studies that shows the AI has enhanced command and control. So basically, a simulated scenario, I would say it involves a rapid response mission to a potential threat that comes to any specific region. So the command center utilizes these AI-powered systems to analyze the enemy movements and then analyze their intelligent reports and optimize the corresponding resource allocations. So as a result, as we know, this AI-driven command and control system significantly reduce the decision-making time, allowing for a more faster and effective response. So the mission was successfully executed and can be successfully executed with minimal risk and minimal collateral damage. So when you come to the return on investment, so you basically see there has been at least 4.1 times the return on investment because it has adopted cloud AI integrated systems that have achieved a significant return on investment, demonstrating the strategic value of these technologies. Next is the 38% cost reduction. As I said, they use the resources very carefully. They have those algorithms that has the data to efficiently use the data and reduces the waste, thereby reducing the cost in terms. So the future of warfare, I would say it is a collaborative ecosystem. On top is the interoperability. The second one is the data sharing. Third is the joint operation. Last one is the global security. And so, as we know, the future of warfare will obviously involve a more collaborative and integrated approach. And we are seeing these AI-powered systems seamlessly connect across all kinds of domains and levels of command. I would say we all know that we are embracing digital transformation. So this integration of AI and the cloud computing and smart tools is no longer optional. It is a strategic imperative for many of the modern military strategies. So the military organizations have accelerated their operational capabilities and enhanced their decision making in a faster way, and thereby securing a decisive advantage in the evolving landscape of warfare. Next steps, as we know, like we are building a digital future. So the journey towards this digital is ongoing, and the military operations have been continuing to invest in research and development, and they're trying to partner with technology companies and prioritize the development of skilled personnel to fully leverage of these transformative technologies. Yeah, that concludes my presentation. And if anyone has any questions,
That's great. Thank you very much. There
thank you.
are a lot of questions, and the first one is you have said you have a lot of knowledge already how you have done this one, this AI, and so on. How have you done this without AI, perhaps 50 years ago? So depending on your skills that you said earlier, what would you do for the workflow orchestration or doing automation task if there would be no AI, perhaps 10 years ago? What would be the solution there?
So your question is basically you're asking like some military operations,
Mhm.
they have their strategies already like 10 years ago. So what would be
Mhm.
your current strategy? So I would say like, so the integration of this AI
Mhm.
with the cloud, when we go to the existing systems, it has to be seamless.
Mhm.
So it's like so all the current AI stuff that is in place. So whenever you try
Mhm.
to integrate them, it should be very seamless. It should not like go and disrupt the existing military operations rather
Mhm.
than it should give them a more peaceful and an advanced way of approaching the battlefield. So I would
Mhm.
say seamless integration is very important when we
Mhm.
actually go and integrate with the existing military systems that are in place.
Mhm. So you talked also about cloud AI systems, and they have achieved or increased efficiency. How would you say you can measure this one? How can you say, okay, if it's efficient or not? Are there any statistics you use, or how do you work on this day?
Sorry, can you repeat that question? You said something about AI and cloud.
Yeah, sure. It was just like if we're talking about the increase the efficiency,
Mhm.
how do you measure this?
Oh, so increase efficiency in the sense like we have all the AI algorithms and the ML models, right? So
Mhm.
based on the historical data and the statistical data that is available, so they
Mhm.
know how efficiently they can use all those resources at appropriate times. So
Mhm.
they will give a suggestion like, okay, you need to use these resources in this situation. You need to use
Mhm.
that resource, that resource. So rather than like going with all the resources and just wasting the resources, it will give you an
Mhm.
suggestion like a more a predictive analysis.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What I
that.
liked on your slides, you talked directly, I think it was second or third slide, about responsible AI deployments.
Yeah.
So, of course, there are a lot of tutorials, a lot of use cases how to use AI. What is, from your perspective, the most struggling part of implementing responsible AI?
It has to be in a like more ethical way, so that is very very crucial.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to follow the standard guidelines and make sure they're as per the military process that they're doing. So so anyone can misuse it. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
AI deployment needs to go in a much ethical manner, and then
Mm-hmm.
proper training to be given to the individuals how they utilize it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Of course, also you mentioned the need be the implementation of robust data security protocols. So the data need to be safe, secured, and so on. So what do you think about this one? How do you get this implementation secure?
So we need to have all kinds of security vulnerabilities
Mm-hmm.
being trained to the AI system.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way, if you kind of train them with all the algorithms and all the AI models, so it will actually predict what kind of a threat is coming to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that needs that's a definitely good question. So that needs a lot of training with the AI systems to
Mm-hmm.
handle the threat and not only like detect, but it should also block and inform the corresponding team so that they are on it and efficiently. So the first step is to block, and this can be only done by efficient training with the AI systems. And the second
Mm-hmm.
one is like basically take actions on it.
Yes. Yeah, what also was one great question about the potential security breaches, the prevention of them, about, as you said earlier, right now, it was like LLMs preventing from injection and so on. So not only providing the LLMs there and let them go and that's it, just implement some potential security breaches or prevention for the potential security breaches. I was just figure out that you have said you increased this one in the cyber defense with 94%. That's a great number.
The return on investment.
Yes.
Yes, that actually I came up with the number. Like I did a lot of
Mm-hmm.
analysis and took statistics from various articles. So that actually has had a tremendous impact when it comes to return on investment. So definitely there is no what do you say, a loss or something. It is definitely at least when you consider the training time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you use the AI now it is more very personalized AI training for individuals, and it speeds up the training process. That I would say,
Yes.
like that is definitely return on investment. Also, it gives real time simulations that in hand that actually helps the individual to know how they are on the actual battlefield. So they are much ready before they actually go to the battlefield. And I would
Yes.
also say that the resources, they utilize the resources, that all the algorithms, they know when to use this corresponding resources at what time. So that is
Yeah.
definitely a return on investment, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, as you say, real-time resource allocation. If you are right now in real time, you want automation there for task management also. You have to be there in real time. Is there latency on allocation, or is it smooth enough to do it in completely real time?
No, sorry, I didn't understand the last part. Can you repeat the last part again?
Yeah, it was about the resource allocation. So you said it was real-time resource allocation, and I was wondering if there is a short gap on latency, or is it completely real time?
Oh, it
So,
is completely real time. So they have all the statistical data and the historical data is there. So
mhm.
based on the data that they have, so they kind of give the real time analysis. So that helps a lot. It is based on the data that is available, that it has been
Mhm.
using it to provide the allocations.
Yeah, of course. If it's cloud-based AI system and you have the whole integration of the data, you store your data in the cloud, you are completely safe on the high availability from data, but also from a latency. If I'm store this one on the on premise here somewhere, that doesn't work in a real time, of course. You know?
Of course, yeah, yeah.
That was a great talk from your side, great insights, a lot of numbers we got in your abstract. It's really amazing what we can do right now with the technology. And yeah, thank you for your time. We had a lot of participants today to show to watch to your talk. And yeah, appreciate your time. Thank you for joining, and see you next time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It
Thank
was great
you.
talking to you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye
Have a
bye.
nice day.
You too. Bye.